Hello everyone. So let's have a chat about strength testing, and let's start trying to how you can quantify strength testing in clinic. And this is something that NK Active we do on a regular basis. So you can sort of see on the table here there are different tools that we use to go through that strength and flexibility testing. So we have a blood pressure cuff, and actually we use the blood pressure cuff to actually testing groin strength, and you'll see in a video coming up in a minute of how we do that. So Charlie, talk us through about what this device is.
Yep, so this device here is what we call a handheld dynomoter. So what this guy will do is provide us with a quantifiable number. So you can turn it on, you'll get the person to place their kind of body part against the pad, and then we're going to provide that resistance. You'll hear a beep to begin with, hopefully. And we're going to keep that person to keep applying that resistance until they hear a second beep. And then this will provide us with a value. So we'll work our way from around the body. Usually for us, it will be the hip all the way down to the toes. And then we'll be able to collect those data from that. And then what we're aiming to do with that is then to record that within our notes on the first rehab session that they have with us. They'll then go through their rehabilitation program, and then we'll reassess the muscle groups that we're interested in again. And hopefully we'll start to see that strength difference change. And for us, that's really powerful to guide our treatment plans of what we might do moving forward. So is there that they need to have maintenance? Is it that there's further strength to be worked upon? Or is there certain muscle groups that we may need to tweak or adapt our treatment plan in order to keep promoting positive change? And then for us, it's also hopeful motivation for the patient to actually see that difference. So when they start on their journey with us, it can sometimes be really hard to remember what it was like when they first started with us. So it's a really nice tool for the clinician to make sure they're doing everything they think they're doing, and then for the patient to be able to see that step change progress that they're going through.
And I think also it's a nice tool because it helps people then understand and focus on why we're going to go through, okay, this is the area we need to work on, because there's maybe a reduction in strength that we link back to their pathology. And then what we're then also seeing is then actually that emotional buy-in from patients where they see, actually, I understand now why you're asking me to do X, Y, and Z. And then they almost get, when they get to that last session, you get excited because they think, well, actually, let's see where my values have changed. And we've seen anyone change up to 300% on what they can then output. And then you then see, then they then understand, okay, well, I've now done this. Now I know why I need to keep on doing this, because we're back to activity. We're doing everything we want. I've got this new level of strength. And then they understand why they then need to then continue doing a maintenance program and then keep pushing themselves forward. And I think it's safe to say that the compliance rate during the rehab and the exercises and people doing stuff, and actually we don't get anyone not turn up for appointments. We don't get anyone sort of DNA. So it really helps people have that emotional buy-in to the process, because we both know the rehab only works and the strength exercises only work when they get done. And patients always feedback how nice it is to be able to quantify and then see the difference. And then when they see all the hard work they put in and then the positive results that come out of it, I think has a big impact of their perception of how things are going as well.
And I think we use the research-led or informed practice to then tailor that specifically to the patient. So we're not comparing them to another group or another population. We're starting with their own data and then showing them that transformation. And I think that's quite powerful for them to then kind of feel ownership and take ownership of their health issue or problem that they might be faced with.
And a great one, we talk about implementing that research into clinical practice. We know for midfoot arthritis that there is correlation between people who have midfoot OA and then also reduction in strength through the ankle inverses, so the muscles along the inside of the ankle. And we can show that with the dynamometer. And quite often, I had a patient in clinic recently where we showed them, and there was a 50% difference in strength between the side that had midfoot OA and the side that didn't. And then they understood, actually, now I know why I need to go and work on this strength. So there is stuff in the literature and the research out there that shows that actually certain injuries may follow a certain pattern with differences in strength. And now we've got the ability to sort of be able to then put that research into actually real clinical life, as it were.
Help us guide our patients to forming really valuable and meaningful treatment plans.
Yeah, exactly. So in a nutshell, that's how we use the strength testing in clinic. I hope that was useful, and we shall see you later. See you later. Bye.